You love eating red peppers like that, right?
It's really hot.
Ooh.
It'll work.
Yeah, it'll work great. Hey, Mr. Bus. We are setting up our propane tanks. This is where the door's gonna be. What I did was, I went underneath the bus and I drilled holes. So, where is it? There and there. I got out the level. It's tough, it's probably changed because the bus is decompressing. All the air's coming out. But I wanted to do that quick because when the bus is on, the air fills up and it makes it level. So I wanted to do that line before that happened, and I did. And it looks pretty good. So now I'm just gonna get out the angle grinder.
I need to get some sunscreen for the back of your neck.
Work harder, not smarter.
I didn't even know this was going on today, but I came out to find this one grinding. Get another hole in the bus.
What time is it?
I don't even know. I bet it's not even 10. Let me check. 9:36, because it just gets even hotter. I don't know why. I keep thinking about Tennessee, even though I've never been there before.
You're the only 10 I see.
That's what you always say. I don't know. I've never been to Tennessee before, but it seems like an ideal climate.
I've been to Tennessee.
What'd you think?
Beautiful.
I'm talking about, like, have you seen the Hannah Montana movie? Like that part of Tennessee. It's the climb, yeah. Holy smoke. Oh my gosh. Wow, you went hard on that. Watch your ear. Keep moving, I keep climbing, hidden pale.
Alrighty. Ow, it's hot. Grinding commence. Alrighty, so I'll kind of go over just real quick, everything I'm doing. The tanks are 18 tall by 12 wide, and so this hole is 26 inches wide. So I'm hoping that we'll have, the half-inch bar in the middle that's gonna be the holder. The reason why I'm making it so tight is because, two reasons. We have beams on the bottom of the bus that we're connecting this to. See if I can show you. And the way the beams lined up, it's kind of just how I had to do it. I had the box in the way there, and then I had the muffler actually in the way on this side. So I had to make it this length. I'm okay with it as long as these tanks fit. I'm assuming that they will. A good thing is there's not going to be much room for the tanks to move around in there, so it'll be nice and sturdy, and even if they happen to get unlocked, they'll be flying around all over the place. What I'm going to do now is cut this for the bottom of the box, and then we have a little surprise for what we're going to do after that, but I'll show you later. The old super struts are back.
All right. No guarantees that we will have this done before Saturday. It's Thursday. But we're using pretty much the same situation that we used to hang our water tanks back here. The propane's not heavy, so we don't really have to worry about that. It just has to be really secured, because obviously if it fell, that would be terrible. Luckily, our lines for propane only run to 2 places. So our hot water heater on this wall, and
the hole from the coolant lines, or the condenser lines for the AC, it's right here. So we're not even gonna have to come out of this box. It's just gonna come straight up into the house and run to 2 spots, and that's it.
Yeah, I did not know this was going on today, but it looks fun. If I'm being honest, I've been really sick the past couple days. I think I had like a little stomach bug a day or two. Anyway, so yeah, he's so right. There's already a hole in the floor right here that comes out to where we have all those like wires running inside of our walls. Oh, first bar is going on.
Well, first I actually want to share something pretty cool. Okay, follow me. So, do these look familiar? These are the tracks that held in our floor. Tell them what you think.
Cue a reel of how terrible it was taking these up.
It was horrible. This was the worst job we ever did on the bus. But it's cool because it's cheap. I mean, it's not cheap. It's strong, free steel that we can use for this. So I'm just gonna drill the hole to a 1/2 inch and lay them across.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. By the way, I wanted to throw a shout out. Cody from Tale of Two Smitties. Good people. I asked them, I was watching their propane video, and I saw that they had these. So this is their idea.
Hey, you're not wearing ear or eye protection. Where's your ear protection?
It's like literally hanging on right in this little spot. So hold on. Ow! Ow! Ah! It's not completely cut.
You don't say. For those wondering, yes, you do need to get your propane looked at by like a certified specialist. So we actually went to a local RV store. They do repairs as well. And they said that we could bring our Skoolie to them and they would do a propane inspection for us. Keep in mind, oh my God, I think there's a horsefly. Ew, what is that? I don't know, but your water inlets and your power inlets all have to be on the driver's side of the bus. When you go to RV parks, universally, they're always on the left side. Thank you, Uncle John, for that tip. We did this one wrong at some point. Let me see if I can show you. We used to have this hookup come down to here, and a lot of people said, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that. Just give us a moment. This new one over here is our gravity inlet so that it can fill up from the top. This is actually perfect because fully drain the tank if we're leaving for a while. I'm afraid you're gonna sawzall yourself in the leg. You were close.
Here it is. Now a lot of this is temporary, like this 1/2 inch bar going through. I just didn't have enough bolts. I have to go pick them up, but I installed the bar up in the middle right there, the cross beam, which is where the wing nut is gonna be. That's gonna push down the piece of metal that holds the tanks down.
This will kind of be what it's like.
And then how it's gonna work is I'm gonna get another piece of this super strut. I wish I had one here, and notch it out, but nut on top that I'll just spin, and it pushes pressure down on these tanks.
It looks really good. This is the perfect spot for it.
Yeah, it really is.
And we went with this situation and not like an RV tank that already has bolts for mounting, because these ones you can just exchange at any Walmart or Home Depot. So
versatility.
Anytime that we're out of propane, we can just run right to Walmart, exchange both of them.
Or we could come steal your parents.
We're excited about it. It also is kind of self-explanatory like wherever you want to create the frame, you just drill a hole and put a dowel or a bolt through. And if you guys have any more questions about how we did this and what the process looks like, go back and watch our water tank video, part 1. I will tag it right here. Anything to say about today?
Said a little before, but this is definitely one of those days that they don't tell you about when you're buying a school bus, you know? Things aren't gonna go your way, and you're gonna get cut, and you're gonna get dirty, and you're gonna get bruised, but it's all worth it in the end. Just keeping this thing secure, yeah, right? Before, when I would do that, it was like, but now it's like,
Okay.
I'd like to weld this too with your dad's welding sticks.
Yeah, so these are all bolted on. Put the tank in, right?
In order to make this sit
Level,
straight.
right? But that's how it'll lock on, and it gets pressed down with a wing nut so that it won't go anywhere. It'll work.
Yeah, it'll work great.
And then we're gonna cage the whole thing in. All that we need left is our kitchen so that we can put our stove in, put a sink in and test the water. I want a toilet and I want AC, and then we can move in. So stove, sink, toilet, AC, and I'm good.
All right, so I'm using one of these old pieces of aluminum to coat our propane tank, and I was able to just use this metal edge here. Used it to some of our old bus metal, which is awesome. Like I showed you before, I bent it into this shape and then just bolted it into the frame. And then I'm gonna self-tapping screw up on top. And I painted everything, so it looks nice and clean. Yeah, I think it looks awesome. Oh, look at this. Retracting a matured pepperini. Look how red it is. It's amazing.
There it is. You want to rinse it off with some rainwater.
Eat it. You love eating red peppers like that, right?
It's hot.
Hot? Really?
Hot pepper.
Can I have some?
Oh my god.
I didn't realize they were hot.
It's really hot.
Ooh.